Most people will live and die as average, not because they are stupid, not because they lack talent, but because they accepted mediocrity without realizing it. They accepted waking up without purpose, accepted wasting hours every day, accepted becoming comfortable with a weak version of themselves, and slowly, comfort destroyed their potential. Because mediocrity is not created in one day. It is built through small, repeated habits. Sleeping instead of improving, watching instead of creating, complaining instead of acting, dreaming instead of executing. And the scary part is this: mediocre people usually do not know they are mediocre because society normalizes it. Being distracted all day is normal, having no discipline is normal, wasting years scrolling endlessly is normal, quitting goals after one failure is normal. Average became comfortable, and comfort became a prison. But the moment you decide you no longer want to be mediocre, your entire life changes. Because escaping mediocrity requires something most people fear: responsibility, real responsibility. Not blaming parents, not blaming luck, not blaming motivation. Understanding that your future is being built by your daily actions right now. Every hour matters, every habit matters, every decision matters. Your life is not changing randomly, you are becoming what you repeatedly do. That is why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation is emotional, discipline is identity. Motivation disappears when life becomes difficult. Discipline continues even when you feel nothing. And if you study people who escaped mediocrity, you will notice something immediately. They learned how to operate without waiting for feelings. They work while tired, study while bored, train while unmotivated, focus while others are distracted. That is the difference. Average people wait to feel ready. Exceptional people act regardless of emotions. Because success is not built from intensity, it is built from consistency. A mediocre person works hard for 2 days and disappears for 2 weeks. A dangerous person improves every single day, even slowly, and over time, consistency becomes unstoppable. But there is another reason most people remain average: fear of isolation. The moment you start improving seriously, people begin changing toward you. Some will mock you, some will doubt you, some will secretly hate your ambition because it reminds them of their own laziness. And most people cannot handle that pressure, so they shrink themselves to stay accepted. They become smaller just to remain comfortable around small-minded people. Never do that. Your future is more important than temporary approval. Because average people love company, misery feels safer in groups. That is why people encourage distraction together. Relax. Do it tomorrow. You're doing too much. Meanwhile, years disappear, and one day those same people wake up filled with regret. Regret for wasted potential, regret for wasted time, regret for becoming someone they never wanted to become. Time punishes mediocrity brutally. At first, being average feels harmless, but after years, the consequences appear. Weak mind, weak body, weak discipline, weak future. Everything compounds. That is why your habits today are shaping the person you become tomorrow. And here is the painful truth. Potential means absolutely nothing without execution. You can be intelligent and still fail, talented and still fail, creative and still fail. Because the world rewards people who execute consistently, not people who imagine success while staying comfortable. And comfort is the biggest addiction in modern life. People want success without suffering, confidence without struggle, results without sacrifice. Impossible. Every powerful version of yourself is hidden behind discomfort, behind difficult mornings, behind lonely work sessions, behind sacrifice, behind discipline. Pain is the entrance fee to growth. That is why weak people avoid it. But strong people understand something different. Temporary pain creates permanent evolution. And once you understand this, your mindset changes completely. You stop running from difficulty. You start using difficulty. Every challenge becomes training. Every failure becomes information. Every setback becomes mental conditioning. This mentality alone separates exceptional people from mediocre ones. Average people get destroyed by failure. Powerful people get sharpened by it. Look at the strongest individuals in any field. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, leaders, most of them experienced years of invisibility before success arrived. Years where nobody believed in them, years where results were small, years where quitting felt easier, but they continued. That is what mediocrity cannot understand. Greatness is usually boring before it becomes legendary. It is repetition, routine, consistency. Doing the same important things over and over while others lose focus. And in today's world, focus itself became rare. People cannot sit alone without stimulation anymore. Notifications control attention. Entertainment controls time. Algorithms control thoughts. A distracted person will always struggle against a focused one because focus multiplies ability. One focused hour can outperform 10 distracted hours. That is why learning deep focus is a superpower now. The ability to sit alone and work intensely without distraction already separates you from most people. But becoming exceptional also requires another painful skill: self-awareness. You must become brutally honest with yourself. Where are you weak? What habits are destroying you? What excuses do you repeat daily? What fears are controlling your decisions? Most people avoid these questions because honesty hurts. But growth begins the moment excuses end. The moment you stop lying to yourself. You finally gain control over your future. And understand this clearly. Nobody is coming to save you. Not motivation videos, not luck, not perfect timing. Your future depends on your ability to build yourself consistently. That is real power. The ability to transform yourself through discipline and repetition. Because the human mind adapts to whatever you repeatedly force it to do. Force discipline long enough, and discipline becomes natural. Force focus long enough, and focus becomes normal. Force confidence long enough, and confidence becomes identity. You are training yourself every single day, whether you realize it or not. The question is simple. Are you training weakness or strength? Because mediocrity is not an accident. It is a lifestyle. A lifestyle built on avoidance, distraction, comfort, and excuses. And escaping it requires becoming uncommon, thinking differently, acting differently, living differently. You must become obsessed with improvement. Not because perfection is possible, but because growth is. And once growth becomes addictive, your entire life transforms. You begin respecting yourself more, thinking clearly, moving differently, speaking differently, because discipline changes identity, and eventually you reach a point where average behavior starts feeling painful. Wasting time feels painful. Excuses feel embarrassing. Laziness feels disgusting. That is when transformation truly begins, not when success arrives, but when your standards rise so high that mediocrity no longer feels acceptable to you anymore. And maybe that is the final truth. Extraordinary people are not born with magical abilities. They simply refuse to stay average for the rest of their lives.